everyone, it's Miss Ashley. I'm here for your next virtual dance lesson. We're going to start off with stretching, okay? So you can find a nice open space. Make sure you have on some comfy dance clothes or some stretchy clothes, and we'll get started. So start with our butterfly. All right, go ahead and flap your wings, your butterfly wings. You might hear my dog snoring in the background. She's a little noisy when she snores. I'll show you. There she is. She's very sleepy. And nose down, so those feet. Remember, when you do each of these movements, try to count to 5 each time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And put your hands on your knees and just push down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Let's do everything one more time. So flap those wings, nice and gentle. About 5 seconds. Then smell those feet. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then last thing, a little bit of pressure on your knees so you feel a stretch right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. All right, now we're going to straighten out our legs, pointing nice and hard, sit up nice and straight, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, arms up high. And again, count to 5, reach for those toes. Really important to keep those knees straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're pointing all the way from your ankle to your tippy toe. And really squeeze those legs, toes up to the sky. And reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, if your knees bend and you can't touch your toes, straighten your knees first and then reach for the ankles. All right, one last time, point those toes. And reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very last time. Nice and straight, arms up. And stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Now we're going to open those legs. All right, as wide as you can without your knees bending or your toes turning in. All right, again, same thing. We're going to start by pointing and flexing. Sit up nice and tall. Really straighten those knees, point those toes, and flex. And point. And flex. And point, arms out like an airplane. You're going to put your left hand in the middle, right arm up, and reach over your head towards your left side. And let's count to 5. Again, you don't want to cut off your face. You want to reach over by your ear. And 1, 2, keep those toes pointed and straight. 3, 4, 5. Good. Now we're going to do something on the other side. Again, check your toes. Make sure they're pointed. They're not turning in. Straighten those knees. Reach to the other side. Nice and far over your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now we're going to switch. Now we're going to really squeeze our legs, our upper legs up here. Really squeeze those muscles. And same thing, other side again. And reach. Count to 5. 1, 2, straight knees. 3, toes up. 4, 5. Good. And last time, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Now we're going to reach to the center. Okay. For my older girls that are in my jazz class, you're going to start out by pointing your toes and reaching forward, okay? My toddler dance classes are just going to keep their toes up and straight the whole time. So we're going to start with our toes pointed, lift our arms up, and we're going to reach to the middle. We have to be careful we don't do this. We have to keep both legs straight and our pinky toes are going back, and we're reaching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now stay where you are. Flex those feet. This is where my toddler dance friends are going to start. You're going to start with your feet flexed. If you can reach a little bit further, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. And bounce. And for my little ones, we always do spaghetti first. But if you're in my jazz class, you can do spaghetti if you want. Or you can just go right up into straightening your legs and touching your toes or touching the ground. And bounce. And our meatball. And up. Spaghetti. And reach for those toes. Make sure your knees are straight. All right, nice job. And if you were in my jazz class, you're going to take a second and do all 3 of your splits, right? So if you're in my jazz class, you start off here. You straighten the right knee. Make sure it's straight and that toe's pointed. You reach down, and then if you feel more comfortable, you can slide that leg out, but you don't want to be off to the side of your legs. You want to be right over your back knee, like this. You don't want to be the side, okay, like this. Same thing, you'll do with each side. Left, pointed toe, straight knee, reach down, open those legs. Again, you don't want to be twisting your hips. You don't want to be inside or outside of your knee. You want to be right on top. And then for your straddle, you want to make sure that your heels are on the ground, your toes are up, and you don't want your arms to be too far away. So if I'm in my straddle like this, I don't want to be all the way out here. I want to be all the way on top of my straddle, okay? So all my jazz friends, take a second and try those splits. And even my toddler girls, if you want to try something, that's cool too. All right. We are going to be moving on. All right. Hi, everyone. We're going to now move into our isolations, our turns, and our skills. Okay. So I'm going to do isolations with you, and then we'll move into our turns. Here we go. Lower a little bit so you can hear me. Ready? Feet as wide as your shoulders. 6, 7, 8. Heads down, up. Neck near your shoulder. And look side to side. Look, middle, look, middle. And head down, chin down, roll. And other side. Good. Now fist and strong arm. Shoulder, shoulder. And right shoulder, right. And left. And alternate. And big jazz hands, rib cage only. Slow. Start slow. And a little quicker. And bring those arms in. Hip. Keep those arms strong. And hips. Hips, hips. And front and back. And make a box. Front, right, back, left, front, right. Now reverse. Front, left, back, right, front, left, back, right. And arms up. And flat back. Try to count to 5. I'll show you what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. And swing a little bit side to side. And roll it up. All right. Together. Arms out like a T. Releve. And squeeze those arms in. And plie. Good. Now just our pausing. Tippy toe. Bring it up. Nice flat leg. Pointed toe. Side of our foot is against our knee. And try to lift. Releve. And come down. Or plie before you fall out of it. Other side. Tippy toe. Bring it up. And when you have your balance, try to releve. Before you fall, make sure you plie. All right, now we're going to go into our turns. All right. All right, first we're going to do our right prep. So start in 6th position. Tendu. Dig those toes in behind you. Bend both knees down and lift. And plie. Very nice. Other side. Tendu. Dig those toes in. Bend the knees. Pull up. And plie. Good job. All right, now we're going to do our single turn on both sides. And we're going to come together, tendu. And dig those toes behind you, bend the knees. Make sure you're spotting somewhere in front of you. And pull up that passe. If your right leg is in the back, that means your right arm is straight out, and that's the direction you're turning. And turn. And come down. Now try the other side. Tendu. Toes in the ground. Bend the knees. You're going to look straight ahead. You're lifting up your back leg and you're turning towards your leg. Ready? And pull up. Okay. So I want you to pause and I want you to try your preps and your single turns at least 2 times around again, okay? So you can rewind my video and do it again with me 2 times, or you can pause it and do it on your own. All right, we are going to move into a few other things, okay? So there's some skills I want you to practice. I want you to first work on your hand and foot stretches, okay? So again, like I said, if you need help, you can pick a wall or a surface or something to hold. Now, I don't want you to hold on. I just want you to gently touch it so you can keep your balance. First position, okay? Bring the leg up. The back of your hand goes on your leg, comes back, grabs it. Straighten both legs and drop it down. Same thing on the left side. You can grab something, but very gently. I'm not leaning on it. Very gently. First position first. Back of the hand on my legs. Slide it down behind my ankle. Straighten both legs and come up. Okay? Now, once you've done that both times, I want you to let go of the wall and do it with your jazz hands. Okay? So grab the heel, straight legs. Other side, grab the heel, straight leg. Okay? The next thing I would like you to do is work on your leaps. Okay, so same thing, always on your tippy toes. All right, we never do heel toe when we do our leaps. And some of us, when we do our step ball changes, we're on our toes. When we do our step, we step with our heel, and we're not doing that either. It's toes for everything. So you start with your right foot in front, left arm up, and step together, step. You cross by doing toe heel as well. Passe, straight knee on your leap, and come down. Now I'm in a very small space, but hopefully you have a bigger area where you can really do your big leap. And remember, our bellies are always facing this way. And our knees are always straight, and our toes are pointed. So again, pause the video and do it a few times across the floor by yourself, and I'll come back. Okay. The next thing we are going to do is some of our pivots. We're going to do 3 steps together. We're going to do our pivots, our jazz squares, and our high school musical jump. So we're going to do it all in a row. So we'll start with our pivot. Okay, so you step right and you turn your body to the left. Same thing. Now you're going to step again and twist. Right from here, you're going to go into a jazz square. Cross, back, side, front. You're going to do it again. Cross, back, side, front. 2 feet together. I'll show you from the side here. And you jump up and you go into our musical jump. Okay, let's try it all together. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross, turn. Cross, turn. Jazz square. And do it again. Cross, back, side, front. Like musical jump, straight arms and make sure you have strong fingers. Okay? Now let's try on the other side. You step forward with your left foot. Step left, turn to the right. Step left, turn to the right. Cross over back leg. Cross, back, side. And again, cross, back, side, front, down, as musical. Okay? One more time. 5, 6, 7, left side, left, turn, pivot and cross, back, side, front, again, cross, back, side, front, down, up, and come down. All right. Try it a few more times. Again, make sure that if you're confused, you rewind and take the time. Don't just move on, okay? Let's do 2 more things. We'll start with our fan kicks, then we'll do our seesaws, okay? So first position, I know a lot of us are pretty good at this, so we're just going to go through this quickly. First position, hands on our hips. Tendu. We're going to bend the knee a little bit and make our rainbow. Remember, we never want our hip to come up when we do our fan kicks. Keep that hip down. Everything stays the same. The only thing that moves is our leg. First position, across our body, bend the knee, make a rainbow. Okay, try the other foot as well. First position, across your body, bend the knee a little bit, make a rainbow, straight knee, pointed toe. Okay? I'm only going to show you that one because I know you guys are pretty good at those. I've seen those many times. Last thing is our seesaw. So we start in our first position, okay? Now this is where we basically jump into an arabesque. So an arabesque, remember our belly faces the side always. Our belly never opens to the mirror or to the front. And our knee faces down, okay? But we do that by jumping into it. So we have to start in first position. Our arms go all the way up high, nice and tall when we jump. So we jump in first, and then we open our legs into an arabesque position and jump. Arms up. My mom's very dramatic. Sorry, everyone. We're going to do that one more time. First position, jump, and up. Okay? Try that a few times, and then you can move on to your recital. All right, Tuesday Jazz recital. We are going to start off with reviewing a little bit from last week, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of a new part of the dance to learn. Okay, so let's start after the new part from last week. So if you're not sure, oh, gotta get my doggy down. Say hi, Peanut. So, if you're not sure, make sure you go back and watch the end of last week's video. But we're just gonna quickly go over it right now. Okay, so I believe it started. Let me think. Okay, so it was after we did our flick here, here. Oh, we did our pivots. We did this on the ground, 5, 6, 7, 8. We put our legs behind us. We did our little kicks with our feet. We jumped up, okay? After we get off the floor, we start with our hands. Again, I said if you can snap, you can snap. If not, just pretend. But we snake, right, tap, left, right, left. And you're going to get into new formation. So for now, just hands on your hips and attitude walk, okay? Now I explained this last week. You're going to be leaping, step ball change, cross leap in 2 groups. So again, you're not going to know what group you're in yet, but there will be 2 groups. But if you are in group 1, you are going to do a meatball after your 8 counts of your leap. So the other group is going to be waiting with their hands on their hips. Okay, group 1 is going to go step, together, step, cross, leap, and meatball. Then group 2 is going to go. Group 2 will then wait while the first group goes, so they'll be waiting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next group, group 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After that, both groups, group 1 will stand back up and we're going to do our next step. Okay? So again, I know you're not going to know what group you're in yet, but just know there are 2 groups. Each group gets 8 counts to do a step ball change cross leap. At the end of that, everyone's going to dance again together. So the next part's a little funky, okay? So we're going to do a little hip hoppy, all right? So you're going to face the right side with your back leg a little bit off the ground, bend those knees, and you've probably done this. If you have Miss Kristen, you've probably done this before. You're going to bend your elbows in. So all you're doing is you're pumping your chest, but we're going to add some arms. So it's in, and then arms go out. Pump it, out, in. So the arms just go in and back, in and back. So you can just start with the arms first. If you're not sure, you can go in, out, out. And you can do the chest separately. It's pump, 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 pump. Then try it together. Pump, 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 pump. You're going to swivel to the other side. After you do the last one, you're going to do it again. Up, down, up, down. Okay? This is after the step ball change cross leap. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3. And switch and right. Sorry, this is the left side. From here, you're going to come 2 feet together, face the audience. You're going to go together, overlap your arms, right over left. You're going to come up and hit the backs of your palms and come down. Okay? So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch, hit, 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 up. I'm sorry, I think it's going to go down first, together, up, down, Okay, then from there, I think we're going to go into a single turn. I'm not sure. I'm going to hear the music and I'll be able to tell you if I missed a step. So this is your group 2. This is the new part. Oh, I know. Okay, I did miss one step. So after you do this, your arms come out like you're going to take your right hand and hold your left. Bend the knees. You're going to swivel in the right knee and you're going to hit your hip with your hands, or not hip, but just kind of place your hands to your hips. Come back down in the middle. And other side, your left knee's going to go in and you're going to tap your left hip. Okay, so it's down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up. I think. So let me do the music one more time. Make sure I have the counts correct. This is our hip. Okay. So after that, you're going to do a single turn. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you know what? Let's take out this. I don't want our arms to come down. So after we do this, 5, 6, 7, 8, it'll be 1. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From there, you're going to go 1, right turn, 2, 3, 4, single turn, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that new part all together one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Hands down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm not going to go. Actually, I'll go from the beginning. All right. Here we go from the top. Our hips. Now Madison's group. And pose, Savannah's group. And Addison. Cross, turn. And this is the Kaylin side, Madison side. Savannah. And this is Addison. Make sure you don't rush here, Addison. And walk to your spot. And kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. Clap. Hip. And we have our 2 groups. One group walks off stage. This is Parker, Adriana, and Addison. Hit, hit. And foot stretch. Now next group comes in. Madison, Bella, Kylie, Savannah. Jump up, head musical. Clap. Now half a pivot. Step. Now right foot back. Pump it. Right through. Now shimmy and jazz square. I forgot to walk to the hip. 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 Down. Flip. Pivot. Flip. Now legs go out. 2, 3, 4. They close behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And snake. And walk. Attitude walk. 8 count. Now group 1. Double crane cross leap. Now group 2 goes. Now new card. Pump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, All right. All right, we only have about 20 seconds or so left. So that's a difficult dance. So I think what we'll do next week is we're not going to add anything on next week. We'll just kind of review so far that whole new part. Make sure you practice, very important, even if you have to rewatch old videos or rewatch this video, okay? And make sure you keep practicing. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.